What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Clever Pixel channel. Today we're doing things a little differently. We're about to blow your minds with 10 everyday things that are secretly putting you in danger. You know, those things you see or use every single day and think nothing of? Yeah, well, some of them are low-key out to get you. We're talking exploding food, sneaky hazards, and things your parents probably warned you about, but let's be real, you totally ignored. This is some real Mythbusters stuff, but instead of busting myths, we're exposing the truth about these everyday items. Make sure you stick around until the very end because some of these are seriously wild. And hey, while you're at it, smash that like button, leave a comment, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on more mind-blowing videos like this. Now let's jump right into it. Number 1. Alright, let's kick things off with something we're all guilty of, microwaving our food. Quick, easy, convenient, right? But hold on, because things can get explosive real fast. Did you know that certain foods can literally turn into ticking time bombs in your microwave? First up, we've got eggs. Those innocent-looking breakfast staples can actually explode with some serious force when microwaved. The heat creates steam inside the egg faster than it can escape, and boom! You've got yourself an eggsplosion! And it's not just eggs. Grapes are another culprit. Those little guys can create plasma arcs in the microwave. Microwaving grapes can actually damage your microwave, and nobody wants to shell out cash for a new one. Some plastics release harmful chemicals when heated, and you definitely don't want those leaching into your food. So next time you're reaching for the microwave, take a second to check what you're about to nuke. Number 2. Escalators, those magical moving stairs that effortlessly transport us between floors. What's not to love, right? Well, as it turns out, those seemingly harmless escalators can actually be pretty dangerous if you're not careful. We're talking everything from nasty falls to clothing getting caught and causing serious injuries. Loose shoelaces, long coats, scarves, even bags with straps. All of these can get caught in the moving parts of the escalator, potentially causing you to trip, fall, or worse. Distractions play a huge role in escalator accidents. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone on their phone completely oblivious to their surroundings while riding an escalator? And speaking of stairs, those gaps between the steps and the side panels? Yeah, those can be a real hazard, especially for small children. It's super important to keep a close eye on kids around escalators and make sure they're holding onto the handrail at all times. Remember, safety first. Number 3. Alright, let's be real, we're all glued to our phones these days. And what's more convenient than scrolling through social media in bed while your phone charges overnight? Well, as comfy as that sounds, it could actually be a recipe for disaster. Charging your phone under your pillow is a serious fire hazard. When your phone charges, it generates heat, but when you trap that heat under your pillow or blanket, it can't escape. The temperature builds up, and before you know it, you could have a full-blown fire on your hands. This is especially dangerous with older phones, damaged charging cables, or cheap off-brand chargers. The solution is simple. Avoid charging your phone in bed. Find a safe spot on your nightstand or desk, away from anything flammable, and let your phone charge there. Number 4. Staying hydrated is super important, and using reusable water bottles is great for the environment. But what if I told you that those very same water bottles could be secretly harming you? Leaving your plastic water bottle in the sun can turn it into a breeding ground for harmful chemicals. When exposed to heat and sunlight, certain types of plastic can release chemicals like BPA or bisphenol A into the water. And guess what? You end up drinking those chemicals. Long-term exposure to BPA has been linked to all sorts of health problems. The good news is that there are ways to protect yourself. Try to avoid leaving your plastic water bottle in direct sunlight, especially for long periods. Consider using an insulated water bottle that will keep your drink cold and prevent the plastic from heating up. Number 5. Keeping our homes clean and germ-free is important, but sometimes our cleaning habits can actually do more harm than good. Mixing certain cleaning products can create toxic fumes that are seriously dangerous to your health. One of the most dangerous cleaning combos is bleach and ammonia. Never ever mix these two. When combined, they create a toxic gas called chloramine, which can cause coughing, shortness of breath, chest pain, and even fluid in the lungs. In high concentrations, chloramine can be deadly. Mixing bleach with other common household cleaners, like vinegar or drain cleaner, can also create dangerous fumes. It's always best to stick to one cleaning product at a time and avoid any potentially hazardous combinations. Always read the labels on your cleaning products carefully and follow the instructions for safe use. And when in doubt, err on the side of caution and don't mix. Your health is worth it. Number 6. You might think that a super sharp knife is more dangerous than a dull one, but in reality, it's the opposite. Dull knives are actually more likely to cause injuries because they require more force to cut through food. When you have to press down harder, you have less control over the blade, increasing the chances of it slipping and cutting you. Think about it. When you're trying to slice a tomato with a dull knife, you end up sawing back and forth, putting more pressure on the blade. If the knife slips, it could easily slice your finger instead of the tomato. Sharp knives, on the other hand, glide through food effortlessly, giving you more precision and control. When you're using a sharp knife, you don't need to apply as much pressure, making it less likely to slip and cause an accident. Trust me, your fingers will thank you. Number 7. We all love listening to music, podcasts, or audiobooks while we're on the go, but wearing headphones, especially noise-canceling ones, can create a dangerous disconnect from our surroundings. When you can't hear what's going on around you, you're more vulnerable to accidents. Imagine this. You're walking down the street, completely engrossed in your favorite playlist, when suddenly a car honks its horn. You don't hear it because your headphones are blocking out all the noise. Wearing headphones while walking, running, or cycling near traffic is particularly dangerous. You need to be able to hear approaching cars, cyclists, and other pedestrians to stay safe. If you must listen to audio, keep the volume low enough that you can still hear ambient sounds. And if you're in a crowded or potentially dangerous area, it's best to take your headphones off completely and be fully present in your environment. Number 8. Candles can create a cozy and inviting atmosphere, but they can also be a major fire hazard if not handled properly. Unattended candles are one of the leading causes of house fires, and the consequences can be devastating. It's easy to get distracted and forget about a burning candle. Maybe the phone rings, or you step out of the room for a minute. But in that short amount of time, a small flame can quickly ignite nearby curtains, furniture, or other flammable materials. Never leave a burning candle unattended. Before you leave the room or go to sleep, make sure to extinguish all candles completely. Place candles on stable, heat-resistant surfaces, and never leave them burning near children or pets. Number 9. We all love our reusable water bottles for being eco-friendly and convenient, but did you know that they can harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat if not cleaned properly? Those convenient containers we use to stay hydrated can quickly turn into breeding grounds for bacteria and mold if we're not careful. Every time you take a sip from your water bottle, you're transferring bacteria from your mouth onto the mouthpiece. Add in the moisture from the water, and you've got the perfect environment for those little microbes to multiply. Washing your reusable water bottle regularly is crucial to prevent the buildup of bacteria and mold. Ideally, you should wash it with hot, soapy water after every use. Use a bottle brush to scrub away any grime or residue. Number 10. We're wrapping things up with a festive one, nutmeg. This warm, aromatic spice is a staple in holiday baking and savory dishes. But did you know that it can actually be toxic in large amounts? Nutmeg contains a compound called myristicin, which can have hallucinogenic effects when consumed in excess. Now, before you go tossing out your spice rack, let me clarify. A sprinkle of nutmeg in your eggnog or pumpkin pie isn't going to hurt you. It's when you start consuming tablespoons of the stuff that things get dicey. We're talking serious side effects like nausea, vomiting, dizziness, hallucinations, and even seizures. If you start experiencing any unusual symptoms after consuming nutmeg, it's best to err on the side of caution and seek medical attention. And there you have it, folks. 10 everyday things that are secretly dangerous. Who knew those ordinary objects and habits could be so risky? Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry. So stay aware, take precautions, and don't underestimate the potential dangers lurking in your everyday life. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let's spread awareness and help each other stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content like this. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video.